Hello. Today I'm going to be preaching about Daniel 2 and Daniel 7 and the statue of Bible prophecy that King Nebuchadnezzar had that the prophet Daniel had to interpret, and these four beasts in Daniel 7 about four empires that happened after Israel fell as a nation. So, again, ignore these frail what. Hold on. Ignore these frail on what advertisements on the right. It's part of having a frail on whiteboard. Um, we know that in the books of the Kings, and the books of Samuel, and the books of Chronicles that Israel fell as a nation because of apostasy and heresy and idolatry and witchcraft and. Hold on one moment. So I had to clear my throat. Israel fell because of the sins of the nation. And God saw evil in the eyes of the kings of Israel and the kings of Judah. And really, they were no better than Gentile nations. They weren't. And the end of that kingdom back in the past. So, what it comes down to, though, is that there were four kingdoms that were to come after Israel fell as a nation, and then was divided into two nations: the kingdom of Israel, the northern kingdom, and the kingdom of Judah, the southern kingdom. And then you had four kingdoms coming after the nation of Israel fell. That the Jews and then the Christians would show up, which are also complete Jewish believers that believe in Messiah as Jesus Christ as Messiah. So those four kingdoms, I'm going to talk about it right now with this statue of prophecy right here I have. Hold on a moment, I need to clear my throat. Sorry, thanks for bearing with me. I can't guarantee that these dates these years are right. This is on the Roman Gregorian calendar that I pulled off Wikipedia or Google. Hold on, I got CC cleaner. Let me close that off. Sorry for all the interruptions in this video I'm trying to make. I'm going to keep preaching, but I just got to close out this CC cleaner that keeps popping up in my sermons when I make a video. So, alright, so back to this this statue of Bible prophecy, interpretation of it. You have the Babylonian Empire, Medo-Persian Empire, Greek-Macedonia Empire, which is the Greek Empire, Roman Empire plus Byzantine Empire plus Holy Roman Empire. What happened, the Roman Empire fell, and then it got divided in the Eastern Roman Empire, the Byzantine Empire, and the Western Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire. And then you have an Islamic Holy Roman Empire or an Islamic Roman Empire. Probably be more specific, an Islamic Holy Roman Empire after the Holy Roman Empire fell. So, with crystal, clay, and iron. So, back to the legs of iron, you had the Eastern Orthodox Church split from the Roman Catholic Church, and that caused the Roman Empire to be split from the Holy Roman Empire and the Byzantine Empire. The Byzantine Empire, again, was the Eastern Roman Empire, and the Holy Roman Empire was the Western Roman Empire. So, there was the Ottoman Empire after that, but that empire also fell. So, where does that go in the statue in the bottom of the feet of iron and clay? You have an Islamic Holy Roman Empire. What you have with clay and iron Chrislam, because these are feet of iron and clay. We had this last Pope said he was teaching Chrislam. He thought the Quran was the same as the Bible, and that the God of Islam was the same God of Roman Catholicism, which is obviously a lie, because they are not the same God. So, you have an Islamic Holy Roman Empire mixing up with the Roman Catholic Church, the Eastern Orthodox Church, and Sunni Islam and Shia Islam, and it's the Islamic Mahdi's Islamic Roman Caliphate, and Islamic Caliphate, and Islamic Empire. That's also a Roman Empire. and you have the Islamic Antichrist Muhammad Abdullah as the Caliph, and you have the Islam Jesus Christ, who is going to try to take the office of a Pope, I think, and say that he deserves to be the Pope of the Roman Catholic Church, claim to be the real Jesus Christ when he is not, because he didn't die on a blood cross. No, will he claimed to be, because the Quran says that different fake Jesus Christ did not die on the cross. But clearly there's Roman records that Jesus Christ did die on a cross. So even Jewish records like Josephus said that Jesus Christ died on a cross. So that Quran says that Jesus did not die on a cross. The historical records say otherwise. So anyway, and then you have the nation of Israel became a nation again. That was in Ezekiel 37. Israel became a nation again. And afterwards, that the kingdom of Christ would reign 1,000 years, and then the new heaven and earth, which is the destroying rock from the mountain to destroy this entire prophecy, prophecy of this statue, of prophecy of the times of the Gentiles, with the Gentiles reigning on the earth. Hold on, I need to clear my throat again. Thanks for, bearing with me while I make this sermon. So, that's the interpretation of this whole statue of Bible prophecy. I've had to redo this sermon over and over again because, it was just such a complex statue of prophecy. I had to figure out with history, the interpretation of this statue. I think I'll fully interpret it and what's the future of this Bible prophecy right around the corner for the Great Tribulation period. Jacob's trouble, 7 years of tribulation, 3.5 years of false peace, 3.5 years of Great Tribulation. So, that's what's around the corner. The four empires that, the fourth empire was the most complex out of all of them. It was like 3 Roman empires, and one. It was, 3 kingdoms or something. They got divided, like a satanic trinity or something. So, it's a very complex statue of prophecy. The 4 beasts also represent the 4 kingdoms. And Daniel said that the devil would change the laws and the times, like oral Torah, a Pharisee calendar that's based on Babylonian calendar. Even the Islamic calendar is based on the Babylonian calendar, which is an Islamic calendar. The Islamic calendar is a lunar calendar. Hold on, I got CC Cleaner coming back up. I don't know why, but just bear with me. And sorry about this video being all the interruptions. Let me reword that. The Islamic calendar is a lunar calendar that's all based on the Babylonian calendar, which is also a lunar calendar. So, that came out of Babylon too, the Islamic calendar with the Pharisee calendar. So, and then you have the Roman calendar, the Gregorian calendar, all these fake calendars that Satan made up in Daniel 7:25 to change the laws of times. You have Islamic law, you have oral Torah, fake Torah. Satan makes up fake laws, Antichrist laws. So, Daniel wanted that Satan would change the laws and the times, and it would confuse people, and deceive people. So, that's why it's important to know your soul Hebrew calendar, sundial, the Dead Sea Scrolls from the book of Enoch. Not two Enoch is a Gnostic forgeries, but the soul Hebrew calendar, sundial, is the right calendar, and that's why we need Enoch, so we know what time it is, based on how the real Israel used it during the time of David and Solomon and the time of Moses. And, so that's it's important to know what time it is, because all these Roman sieges, all these sieges all the way from up the Babylonian Empire changed the laws and the times, like Daniel said it would happen. So, I think that fully interprets the statue of prophecy and the 4 beasts. I hope this helped you understand Bible prophecy out of the book of Daniel. There were kings that rose, kings that fell. Revelation, the book of Revelation, I think 17 and 18 talks about, 5 kings have fallen, 6 was currently reigning, and then you have a 7th and 8th 8 kings. So you have like Nebuchadnezzar, you had Cyrus, king of Persia, you had Darius the Mede, you had Alexander the Greek, you had Tiberius Caesar of the Roman Empire crucified the Messiah, you had Charlemagne the Conqueror of the Holy Roman Empire, you had all kinds of kings that rose during this time. And you have the Islamic Antichrist, Muhammadullah, and you have Islam, Jesus Christ, the false prophet. So, you have all kinds of kings that have risen and fallen, and you have the current king that locked up John the Revelator on Patmos was Domitian. So, I can't tell you those were all the kings that rose. Those are the kings I see in this statue that rose and fell during this timeline of the times of the Gentiles reigning on the earth. So, there were even kings in the Byzantine Empire. I'd have to study that more, but this I think would interpret the whole statue of prophecy for the book Daniel 2, Daniel 7, of kings that rose, empires that rose and fell, and kings that fell. So, anyway, I hope this helped you understand Bible prophecy out of the book of Daniel. God bless and have a good day.